A, B, C. 1, 2, 3.
You and me,
Whoops, messed it up.
I want you back. Welcome to Plate Paper and Popcorn. I'm Mike.
I'm Diana.
I'm Eric.
And this is the fourth one we've done today. I'm a little bit tired, but that's okay. I rhymed.
Stop rhyming it, I mean it.
You're a poet. You didn't even know it.
And I didn't mean to.
Good rhyme.
Anybody want a peanut?
No more rhymes now, I mean it! Anybody want a peanut? Yeah!
You just left that hanging.
Yeah. So today, what we're gonna do is we're gonna watch 3 trailers of 3 horror movies that are coming to theaters soon. That are coming to theaters soon.
That are coming to theaters soon. That are coming to theaters soon.
When do they come to theaters, guys?
Pretty soon.
So we're gonna judge whether or not we will own, rent, or buy.
Nope.
Own, rent, or burn.
And we're going to decide which one we would own, rent, or burn.
Right.
This is a spin-off of the game Screw, Marry, Kill, but with movies. So let's start with Hansel and Gretel. Nope. Let's start with
Hansel and Gretel.
But the movie's called Gretel and Hansel.
Gretel and Hansel.
That's the one.
It's funny because grim fairy tales have been kind of dulled.
Is there more after the...
Oh, sorry.
Is that just like...
I was starting my thing.
Yeah, it's just a still.
Okay. It's funny because grim fairy tales have been kind of dulled down. Like, there are some things that I've read, like, that are in the originals that are disturbing. Like Cinderella, like the stepsisters cut off their toes and stuff to try and get their feet into those.
Yeah, they're not going to put that in a Disney movie.
No, I know, but this is more the grim fairy tale. Like it.
I'm called Gretel, and this rough one here is my brother Hansel.
Looks creepy. The cinematography looks really, really good.
I like how creepy. I like the creepy vibes of this one. Like it didn't look scary in the way of like, oh, we're gonna throw in jump scares. This is the whole thing we're doing.
Yeah.
It looked more, I want you at unnerved, or I want you just slightly uncomfortable for this entire movie.
Yeah.
And I kind of like that.
Witches don't scare me. I like horror movies where it turns out to be witches at the end. Mm-hmm. Like, what was that one?
Now, I wonder if there will be jump scares in it, because it seemed like it could be kind of in that, but it does. It just kind of this unnerving, uneasy kind of feeling, even just in the trailer, just feels like, what's going on? What is this making me feel? It's just kind of eerie.
I think it was Hereditary. I watched that whole movie and was like, this movie's really scary. And then turned out to be witches, and I immediately was like, okay, I can go to sleep. Good night. And just, witches do not freak me out. So
that movie
is the same as Paranormal Activity. It was like, it was witches all along. It's like, okay. Well,
yeah, they really
not scary.
Spoilers.
Oh, sorry. 15-year-old movie.
Yeah, that doesn't count anymore. When I originally saw the trailer, I got very much of the vibes of The Witch, or Vivitch, however you want to pronounce it. What other movie did that person do?
Did they do Hereditary?
No. Oh, maybe yes, they did Hereditary too. This had the same feel as those movies, kind of eerie but not scary.
It seemed a little more polished. Like,
you should feel uncomfortable in those movies.
Yeah.
More polished.
Well, it seemed like there was like CGI that you could tell was CGI, and in The Witch and in Hereditary, it seemed really realistic. Like there wasn't like, you know, like somebody tying something with magic, and it was very obvious. Like it was kind of, I don't know.
Yeah, but I didn't think there was any CGI in The Witch. There was nothing special. It was very just like
creepy,
hand cam, creepy scenarios.
Same with Hereditary.
Yeah, other than the one part where her head gets removed, which I found that part was awesome. But they also did like the bugs coming out of his or all over him or something in that movie. Anyway,
when he slammed his head on the desk.
Yeah,
but apparently he actually did that. Like he
good actor.
Yeah.
So yeah, that movie, not too scary, kind of light. I kind of like it. The storyline looks good. It seems like it's more storyline based than it is just a movie so we can throw jump scares. Mm-hmm. Like it seems really, really well written for that fact.
I don't think it's gonna be good.
All right.
I don't think it didn't have any kind of grit. It was so like, I don't know.
I think it had a lot of empty
smooth.
scenes.
It was smooth.
but it was dark, and the music that they had in the trailer I felt was kind of fitting to the moment of I want you to. I already said that 9 times.
Well,
feel uncomfortable.
But I feel like it could be good if they do it right. But it could be bad too, like, because that wasn't a lot to go on.
No.
So, like, based on what I'm seeing, like, they could creep it up.
I liked the visuals. Like I said, like the cinematography
visuals
looks
were cool.
really nice.
Well,
Yeah.
based on like the screenshot they had at the end, apparently she gets more and more witchy, like her eyes.
Yeah, she
turn
looks
white.
worse. But they didn't really show that
They
in
didn't
the
show that in the trailer.
No, so it'll be interesting to see
good.
what happens with the witch, and they've let us, or they've left some discovering to do when you actually do see the movie.
Yeah.
Which is good
Which is
because
great.
it's such a well-known story.
Yeah.
That you want to leave some sort of mystery, kind of what's really going on.
So the next movie we're gonna do is The Boy 2. Brahms, The Boy 2. I haven't seen the first one, so this will be interesting.
I saw the first one. I really liked it.
Okay.
So it'll be interesting to see if it's kind of along those same lines or if they've changed it completely.
That last bit was a little cheesy.
Okay.
Cheesy.
So the last like second of it was kind of over the top and seemed out of place
Well,
for it.
bad CGI. But
Yeah. But I mean, it's definitely gonna be more on the jump scare side, I think.
I'm gonna take the doll away from him.
But also creepy. At the same time, they're trying to.
Kids and dolls can be super creepy, and
Yes.
they're playing hard on that.
Yeah.
Because it's just.
Yeah, I don't know how I felt about this one. I haven't seen the first one. Can you explain? Was it the same people, same characters, same everything?
Or the same doll?
No, the same doll.
Okay.
In the same like mansion house.
Did it
that
take
they
place in
go
a
over to.
time? Like, because that looked like it was like.
It's
now.
No, it's modern.
So the other one was
original
like
is modern as
oh,
well.
okay.
Yeah.
Did they bury the doll at the end of the first one?
They must have, but I don't. I mean, it was a while. It's been a while since I've seen it, but they must have. But there was something. The twist in the first one makes it seem like this one kind of veers away from maybe what it
Interesting.
was. So I mean, I have to watch the first one again to kind of really see if they do veer off. But to me, what I remember, it kind of veers off of what the twist ending or the twist was in the first one.
Okay. So this one seems they've gotten more with the CGI than the other ones. They've kind of done some camera tricks, especially when it shows the boy looking out the window, but Brahms' reflection is there. So it's like the doll is possessing the boy, is what I kind of got from this. Again, it's kind of a jump scary kind of movie, it looks
Which
like.
really works for me. I don't know. I kind of like that.
It's definitely more scary.
Well, and they could have just put every single jump scare in the trailer,
Right.
and it's actually just creepy.
Right.
Yeah.
So
And like I said, like creepy kids, and especially like as a parent, it feels like, oh my gosh, to think that your kid is like doing all these freaky things really can get to you, I think.
yeah.
Yeah.
The thought of like, what if my kid starts to like.
Yeah, so they play on your internals, right? Which is different when you take the witch away, and you know there's no witches, and you know you do have children in your home, so it is kind of like when you wake up in the middle of the night and they're in your doorway, you're like, go,
They're like, can I have some water, please?
go back to bed, you little psychopath.
What are you doing lurking in the dark? Right, it could be good. We'll see.
It could be good. It looks all right, but we'll see on the third one.
It depends on that CGI was really bad. It was like that. If I was watching that movie,
And it
would
didn't
take me
fit.
out.
And it didn't fit what I thought should be the rest of the movie. Like the bug crawling out of its ear, fine.
Yeah, it was
It was in the ground for a while.
It was in the ground. But yeah, that last thing just didn't seem to fit. For
Yeah, the
me.
bugs to shoot out of its mouth. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, trailer number 3, A Quiet Place Part 2. Has anyone seen the first one?
Yes.
I have not. So
Yes.
I've seen trailers for it, but have not seen it.
I'm not sure how they're going to make a second one.
Yeah, I don't know how it's going.
I feel like they're just. We'll talk about that after we see the trailer. So, The Quiet Place 2. The trailer starts off as making you think it's a prequel, which would be actually kind of interesting, and I think I would like to see.
What's going on? It's okay, baby. It's okay. Mom? Yeah.
A prequel out of it to know kind of what happened. So that's kind of nice to see. But then it switches to it's after as
the first
well,
one.
which looks really good. a couple weird things. I don't know why that place would set traps in case somebody walks by to alarm the creatures to their location.
Well, just to, maybe it was on the outskirts of their property, so they would get them, like the monsters would come to kill them
before they went into their place, but she knew to run.
Yeah.
Right.
So I guess that kind of makes sense, but it's a little bit weird to me.
Because you want those things as far away from you as possible.
Yeah, so why would you make noise even close to your property?
Even on the edge of your property is a bad idea. Because then you sneeze in your house and then you're screwed. So.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So the first movie I thought was really, really well done. Gave you creepy vibes.
It was great.
Gave you a few jump scares. It was a really well done movie.
John Krasinski.
And gave you John Krasinski, who actually did a really good job. I was surprised he did such a good job in that movie.
As an action star?
Yeah.
Because he's from The Office.
Yeah, he was very, very funny. In this, it felt like it. He looked like he suited that role and did really well in it, surprisingly. In this one, obviously, if you saw the first one, you know what happens to him. It doesn't look like it takes place very long after the first one.
Yeah.
Which was nice to see, because the babies in the suitcase were still there. So I'm surprised they were still there. They should have been eaten a long time ago. So
she got good at being quiet.
Yeah.
But, like, spoilers, obviously, through this whole thing, but, like, in the first one, they figured out how to kill them.
Yeah.
At the end. The first one was cool because, like, I went and saw it at the theater.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody in there was quiet. Because the entire movie was almost silent for the entire movie. And, like, sometimes you'd hear people rustling their food and then they would quit because everybody would turn and look. And, like,
who's eating them M&Ms?
It was silence in the theater at all times. But this one, if you're cutting back and forth between when you have to be quiet and when you don't have to be quiet, you're going to lose that completely.
But are they cutting back and forth? I don't really understand.
Because it looked like that one part they were driving around, it said day one. So it makes me seem like that part's a prequel. So they're going to show, like, how she developed.
They might jump around.
Other one, the other one was really well thought out. I actually saw a thing where they were pointing out, like, little things. And one of the cool things about that you might not have noticed was in the first one, they go to the store. Mm-hmm. And the entire aisles of bags of chips was still full of chips.
Mm-hmm.
No, I didn't notice that.
Because nobody would have bought them because they make noise.
That's funny.
So,
That's
like,
funny.
there's, like, little things like that. And they did such a good job. Like, everybody was silent. Mm-hmm. And then, like, something action-y would happen. And then you'd hear people, like, ripping open their bags when there was...
Get your food.
Yeah. It's like, oh, go, hurry, you know?
So in this one, it looks like they take you out of that feeling. They take you out, which is not a good way to do a movie, especially since the first one did as well as it did.
Yeah.
I feel like they're just trying to capitalize on that, but they're not doing it the same way, which is, I like when they change things. I don't like when they change things to the point where it's not even in the same realm.
But it's kind of like how you had the first Terminator and Arnold Schwarzenegger's Terminator was really scary. And you didn't know what he was going to do, and then, like, he cut his eye out, and you're like, whoa, it's crazy. And then in the next one, you know exactly who he is, so they had a scary metal man that could make swords.
Right.
And it turned into more of, like, an action-y thing. It seems like that's what they're doing with this, where the first one was like this, like, okay, let's try and survive this. That's really scary. And
now that we know...
And now it's like, adventure time, you know?
Yeah.
So.
I mean, it still looked like a good movie.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to watch it.
I'm definitely going to watch it, but, yeah, it seemed good. It seems different, which is okay, but we'll see how that is afterwards.
Mm-hmm. Well, and I think that because the first one had such a its own feeling and its own style, that maybe he felt like he had to change it for the second one because that's just been done now, and
you need to evolve. You can't make the same movie, and that's why I think that it's good. But I hope they do it in a way that they don't, like Eric said, pull you out of that feeling. I don't want to be pulled out. I don't want to be drawn out. I want to be left right inside of that fear and uncomfortableness.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I feel like if they do it that way, hopefully it's just like the first beginning 20 minutes is at the beginning, and then it's quiet for the rest.
My hope is that all the stuff in the past is like she's asleep, and then like she's dreaming about it or something. So then like there's silence, and then there's these moments where it kind of fills in the background, and she wakes up, and she's like. You know, and then it's quiet again.
Yeah.
But should they figure out how to kill them in the last one?
So
why aren't they doing that?
Yeah.
I guess that's what they're doing.
Well, maybe they are, but it's overtaking.
It's sound, right?
She lost a lot of her. She had to leave the place.
Yeah, but it was just sound. You know, you can get speakers at another store and set it up and make real big loud noises.
But she's not an electrical engineer.
Yeah.
He was.
It was pretty much Mars Attacks.
Yeah.
But quiet.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so my own, I think, is going to be Gretel and Hansel. Only because it looks like a type of movie where I might have to watch it twice. Because I feel like they're going to do something different in it. I feel like because of the eeriness, I could watch it by myself, which is always kind of good. But I also feel like they're going to do something different in it that makes me have to kind of need to understand more. Like, I feel like I'm going to miss something in it where I want to watch it twice. So my own will be Gretel and Hansel.
Okay. My own will be Boy 2, only because I've seen the first one. I really, really like the first one. So I'm anticipating liking the second one as much. And I think that I like the jump scares, and that's where I'm going.
My own is Quiet Place.
Okay.
Because I like the first one so much. So hopefully they didn't screw up the second one.
Yeah, and my rent is going to be The Quiet Place. Because again, just like you said, I watched the first one. I liked it. I've never had a need or want to watch it again. So I don't think I'm going to get the same thing from this one. And that's the only reason I'm picking Gretel and Hansel over A Quiet Place is watched the first one, liked it, was great.
I really
don't need to watch it again.
I really liked it. That's why I picked it.
Yeah, of course.
Like, I liked it a lot.
So yeah, The Quiet Place is going to be my rent.
My rent is going to be Gretel and Hansel.
Okay.
It looks visually very pleasing. It looks intriguing, and definitely a go-see for me.
And my rent is the Gretel and Hansel. That's my rent. It looks good. It could be good. Could be creepy. It could suck. I don't know.
Because we don't know anything about it. It's the only one in this that doesn't have a beginning.
If it's like Witch or like Hereditary or something,
and it
would be good.
I watched both of those twice. I watched The Witch and Hereditary twice because they were so good. And I enjoyed the visual that they gave me. I felt like I needed to watch it a second time, especially The Witch, to understand what the heck was going on with that one. So I had to watch that one twice. So
I guess it could get really disturbing. If they make it super disturbing, if they really, like, she's gonna eat them. Like, if they really go for that, and it's not just like her eye turns white occasionally, you know, like they really go for it.
Right.
That'd be cool.
Well, her pulling that thing out of her throat
that was gross.
is just...
Which made me
What's
think
on the end of that thing?
that was Gretel's hair.
Yeah.
Right? That's what I picture. Or it was a child, not Gretel, but a child before them's hair.
Right, because Gretel had really short hair.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's what I feel like. I think she is going to try to eat them. So it's going to be kind of cool. So I guess my burn, and not without a heavy heart, will actually be Brahms' The Boy 2. Just because it looked good, I probably will watch it, but I didn't like the visuals. I don't like movies that are like, hey, get scared at all these moments. I like one that has a great story. Quiet Place 2 is going to have a great story. We already know that from the first one. And Gretel and Hansel, the story we already know, so I want to see this person's take on it. So, yeah, it's going to be The Boy 2.
All right, burn for me, and only because we have to pick one for burn, is Quiet Place 2. Because for me, it seemed very like Walking Dead. I don't know why. It felt that way for me, and that's not really something that I would like. And so that's why I'm going to choose to burn that one.
So my burn is The Boy, because I think it looks like crap, and I don't care about scary dolls.
Okay.
I have no interest. The CG looks bad.
That's true. Did you see the first one?
No.
No. All right.
No, I didn't see
So that's where your lack of interest comes from, too.
Yeah, well, because I don't watch, like, ooh, Annabelle, ooh.
Yeah.
And I don't usually either, but I just happened to watch The Boy and really liked it, and so. All right, there we go. There you have it. So let us know in the comments which ones you would own, rent, and burn. We're interested to hear what you think of those trailers.
Like and subscribe. Again, it costs you nothing, means a lot to us, helps us out a lot. So share the video to all your friends, and yeah.
Is there a horror movie quote?
Freddy.
1, 2, Freddy's coming for you.
That's Jason, right?
Yeah, different guy.
He doesn't talk.